Hello, dear ARMY and Jikookers. Welcome back to Jikook Diaries, where every heartbeat, every whisper, and every look between Jimin and Jungkook is a story waiting to be felt deeply, silently, and powerfully. It was a normal day in the fandom world. Some ARMYs wrote messages, shared photos, and talked about the little joys of the BTS members. But in a matter of seconds, everything changed. A post appeared on Weverse, full of emotion, full of pain, and an apology from Jungkook. His words were not long, but enough to make the entire fandom stop breathing for a moment. Jungkook wrote with an open heart he apologized. But to whom? And for what? His words hung in the air like the scars of an unfinished hug. Sorry, I'm just human. I was too fast, too honest. But it's all because I love truly. In a world where the word sorry is often used for major mistakes, Jungkook's words felt like the deepest confession. He didn't mention any names, but all ARMYs knew that the message was not for just anyone. It felt like it was addressed to someone who meant a lot to him. Someone who had been his shadow, protector, and most honest friend in his life, Jimin. A few minutes after the message was uploaded, the other posts disappeared. Jimin's previously heart-touching letter, a letter he wrote with warmth, filled with reflections, praise, and a sentence that made many ARMY cry, was deleted. Without explanation, without sound, just silence and speculation. What happened? Was the letter addressed to Jungkook? Was Jungkook's reaction too honest that Jimin felt the need to step back? For a long time, we have known that the relationship between Jimin and Jungkook is not just an ordinary friendship. They are two souls who seem to be created to find each other. From small laughter backstage, hugging secretly after the concert, to the appearance of eyes that cannot be explained with ordinary logic. There was something between them, something that can only be understood by those who believe that love does not always need to be announced with big words. But that day, something changed. Rumors began to spread. Is it true that Jungkook kissed someone at a private event? Did Jimin see it? Was the apology message a form of regret for hurting Jimin? No one knows for sure, but everyone felt the vibrations. Yet a love that is being tested. The vibrations of a relationship that must choose between being open or remaining a secret that only they understand. Jimin's reaction was unusual. He didn't appear on social media for a few days. No live, no updates, just silence. And for someone like Jimin, who is usually very connected to his fans, this was unusual. He looked gloomy in the last few performances. His eyes didn't light up like they usually do. Even when performing cheerful songs, his smile felt heavy. But the ARMY knew behind Jimin's silence there was a storm that he was calming himself. Then a speculation emerged that shocked the fandom. Someone found an old video clip, from Backstage, of Jimin gently touching Jungkook's face. The moment was short, but it was enough to melt our hearts. A quick hug, a small whisper, then a shy smile. It was the kind of moment that could be the foundation of a relationship for years. Could what happened now be a continuation of feelings that never ended? They once said that they relied on each other, became each other's home. But love is not only about warmth, sometimes it is also about wounds. Maybe Jungkook felt he was too honest. Maybe kissing didn't mean anything, but he knew, for Jimin, it could mean everything. Especially if it was done without explanation. Jungkook's apology was like a confession that his heart preferred to protect someone rather than justify his actions. He didn't defend himself. He only said one thing, "I'm sorry, because I love too deeply." And Jimin? He showed a reaction that only someone who truly loves can do. He didn't attack. He didn't defend himself. He just stepped back, silently, by deleting the letter. It wasn't an ordinary deletion. It was a form of deep wound, a surrender from the expression of love, not because he stopped loving, but because he loved too much and didn't want to look fragile in the eyes of the world. Jimin chose to remain silent to maintain the dignity of their relationship. And perhaps, in that silence there is a message that is louder than any words. I was hurt, but I won't hurt you again. Then we ask, is this the end? Is that hug meaningless? Are the long nights when they practice together, eating ramen late at night listening to songs, will be a wasted memory? The answer may not be known today, but one thing is for sure: true love is never truly lost. It may be tested, it may take a break, but if it is sincere, it will come back stronger, more honest, and more understanding. That night, some ARMY saw Jungkook leaving the dorm later than usual. He was wearing a black hoodie and looking down. There were no cameras chasing him, no fans screaming his name, just silence and hesitant steps. Some speculated that he was heading to where Jimin lived. Not to explain, but to listen. Because in love, sometimes what is needed most is not words, but the courage to remain present even when everything feels broken. Is it about a kiss? Maybe. But more than that, it is about feelings that have accumulated for too long, about hopes that are hidden, and about the courage to admit that true love can sometimes hurt. But what hurts is not stopping loving, but loving too much and being afraid of losing. We may never know the whole truth behind Jungkook's message and Jimin's reaction. But as ARMYs and Jikookers, we can feel that what happened is not ordinary. This is not just a social media drama. This is another chapter in a story that we follow with our hearts. And like all true love stories, we can only hope that after the hurt, there will be a hug. After the silence, there will be a song. And after the tears, there will be a happiness deeper than before. Thank you for listening. Don't forget to continue to love them in prayer, in support, and in hope. Because Jikook's love, whatever form it takes, deserves to be cherished. And so it is, beloved ARMY and Jikookers, behind the word sorry and the deleted letter lies a love story that is too deep to explain. We may never know the whole truth, but we can feel it because the heart never lies. If you feel the same way we do, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the Jikook Diaries channel, and activate the notification bell so you don't miss the next story from Jimin and Jungkook, two names that mean too much to us to forget. Also write in the comments column, what do you think? What really happened behind Jungkook's apology and Jimin's reaction? Thank you for watching and being a part of this journey. We will continue to be together here, guarding this love, 1 second, 1 smile, 1 breath in silence. See you in the next video. Borahae, Purple Heart Crescent Moon.